If you'd like to see more of our videos, hit the subscribe button to stay on. Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Razak at CMtrading. Today's May 19th, 2020, and today is Tuesday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, the Dow Jones has a big rally yesterday over two pieces of news. First, it started with Fed Chairman Powell in an interview Sunday night saying not to bet the U.S. economy. And secondly, there's a biotech company called Moderna that has said that it's coming up with a vaccine for the coronavirus, which made the market rally over 900 points. But first, let's take a look at the economic events of the day. So for today, we have tentatively G7 meetings happening all day today, and it should affect all the Forex symbols, so just be aware of it. And then at 4 o'clock South African time, Fed Chairman Powell will be testifying in front of Congress in relation to the U.S. economy today. So a couple of words that traders look to is some of the words that he'll be testifying later today, so it may give us some choppy kind of market activity today. Now first, looking at the currencies, we see the major pairs actually gaining versus the US dollar, with the US dollar retreating as the Dow Jones goes up. Now the Dow Jones rallied over 900 points yesterday on this two pieces of news, and that sent the commodities in different direction. Gold retraced below 1740, or right at that level right now, and oil continues to trade higher in the anticipation that this vaccine will draw us out of lockdowns and bring us to somewhat normalcy in terms of the economy. And lastly, looking at the stocks, Walmart, which a major retail in the United States, has quarterly earnings today. Now, Walmart has seen tremendous gain from this entire coronavirus situation, so traders are going to be keying into some of the earnings today. And Exxon Mobil, which is one of the largest oil companies in the United States and also in the world, has a massive big day yesterday, actually gapping up and going, which is a massive little move on the upside. But let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So we're going to first take a look at the Euro USD, and this is like a real nice setup. This is why we set up support and resistance lines, because it hit this 107.92-ish level right about there and then took it up on the upside over 100 points. So that's a nice little trade for a range-bound trade in intraday for a Monday. Really nice little big gap up there. GBP as well, it dipped below our support level, but is now retraced, the nice V formation. So ultimately, if you look at a daily chart, you only see it just dip below and then dip higher. So this does look like it, breached it, but didn't breach it with some oomph, which is, needless to say, letting us know that it's still above this support line. Now jumping into the commodities, we looked at gold actually retracing below 1741 at 1737 right now. Let's take a look at a 1 hour chart, and this is really the opposite of what just happened with the GBP. It breached the resistance level, and then made an about face and made a correction. And this is all on the back of the fact that the Dow Jones rallied so much yesterday. Now looking at oil, we are pushing higher, 32.25. Now remember, $35 is a resistance-ish level, so that would really be the point where I would expect this to actually retrace a little bit, or maybe just below it, for a correctional move, and traders kind of booking their profits as this goes up. Now looking at the Dow Jones, massive day yesterday. Let's look at a 1 hour chart. This thing just kept on going up. It gapped up yesterday to 23,700-ish level, and then just continued rallying. Now we're hitting a top of a range here. Let's look at a 4 hour chart. Now this we've hit several times before. I'm not so comfortable with shorting this yet, just because most of the stocks are really hitting all-time highs, or close to all-time highs, with major components hitting those areas. And secondly, Powell testifying in front of Congress today, anything could come out, all right? So this may not make sense initially, but somebody knows something about something. And so a couple of options here that you could look at. If we do break above this 24,600, 700-ish level, we could see it further go up to 25,000. That would be a further correction, and 25,000 would be my next real resistance-ish level, because that's a round up number, and also we've hit it several times before. If you notice, a couple of times before on the weekly chart, that was a major component, a major area of some resistance at 25,000. So that's what I'd be looking looking for there. Now, looking at the individual stocks, some were stronger than others. If we look at Apple, rallied nicely to 314, and we're only just shy of our all-time highs by about 15 to 20 points, not even, okay? Actually less, 12 points, okay? So amazing little rally for Apple. Amazon on or close to its all-time highs. Microsoft, big move on the upside, okay, to 184. Now, I'm not celebrating this too far. I'm not saying we're going to break out on the highs and we're going to make new highs, but this is a point to ponder, and I wouldn't be so comfortable shorting here either, okay, to tell you the truth, because these stocks are relatively strong, okay, looking at Facebook as well, and that's what's been keeping us up. Now, what is disconcerting, okay, when we look at JP Morgan, it broke above our resistance of 87, but look what happened towards the end of the day. It sold off, okay, it kind of just let go of all the fume and then just sold off. So I'm not sure if this was just a short squeeze, okay, which is trying to draw the market higher, kind of squeeze everybody out, all the real sellers, and then, you know, kind of give us that little pump, and then there's going to be a dump later, okay? So that could still be. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Now, looking at Walmart, which is coming up with earnings today, it did give up late in the day as well from 127.95 down to 127.47. If you look at a daily chart, okay, it's not at its highs, but it's close to it. And there's a little bit of a plug and chug here between Amazon and Walmart, which are direct competitors of each other. So this is kind of interesting how this will come out later today, if they do say that they're going to beat earnings or not beat earnings, and that's really something as well to note. Now, lastly, looking at Exxon Mobil, okay, a big gap up and go up to $45 and $12, okay, that's a massive day. That's over $3.50 in intraday trading. So this is really important because we still haven't broken above this 46.60. So I'm going to be looking at the futures, and I'm going to be looking at the stocks to see which one is breaking out and to give me that signal, to give me that confirmation that we're going to have a breakout. Otherwise, we may still see a correction on the downside. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.